All right, test, test, test.
you hear me, Ben? Hello?
Hello. Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Are we streaming?
We are. And I think I may have just been talking to myself for the last few minutes, actually. I wasn't aware that I had muted myself. So, yeah, so I just did a whole intro, and I might have been muted. Uh,
Love it.
Yeah, I hear you. You're good. So welcome to our stream. If all that stuff I just said actually didn't broadcast, I'm Ben of the Militant Casuals. This is our Jank Tank tournament. We're in the sixth round. We're in the third game of the sixth round, and this is the first game we've streamed from this round that has real potential to set the top four here. So we've got Rick, who's already finished 5-1 and taken the top one or two spot here. Daniel Lim, who's going to play on Wednesday tomorrow night, who, if he wins, will seal the top one of those top two spots. And then everybody who's at 3-2, which includes both Sean and Brandon here, have a chance at the top four. Now Brandon has a slightly better shot because his MOV is about 300 points better than Sean, and Sir Wolf has already finished his sixth game and has a very good MOV of about 1,400, and has a really good chance at being in that top four, depending on how Brandon, Daryl, Patrick, and Brian do in their games. So I'm here to be your host to this game between Sean Bowman and Brandon Carey. Sean's running a Galactic Republic 3 ship list with Wolf, Intimidation, Advanced Proton Torpedoes, Season Navigator, Ahsoka Tano, Chopper, and Hull Upgrade. CC Tin with the Delta 7 title, Sense and R3 Astromech, and a naked Squad 7 veteran who just turned in to go face Brandon's group. Brandon's running a list we've seen a couple times on this stream, so Leighton Ashira with Debris Gambit, Munitions Failsafe, and Homing Missiles. A TPV with Outmaneuver and On Cannon, Black Sun Soldier with Crackshot on the outside of his list over there, Lando Calrissian with Tactical Officer, and of course Old Terok, who is his ace. And honestly, is the ace in this game because nobody else has an initiative higher than 4. So, in setup, Brandon was able to put his entire group together to kind of screen Old Terok, and, kind of require Sean to come in through the junk, and Sean has turned in to kind of maybe do that. So let's talk about these lists. What do you expect to see from our two players, Rick?
What I expect to see is Sean's gonna try to get some guns off the table pretty quick. So look for that advanced proton torpedo to go into the Z95 Orlando. He also might stave it to try to just crank some damage into Old Terok. Um, but Other than that, I just think there's way too many guns on Brandon's side of the table, and that only having one agility is not gonna do well. Is not gonna help. Is not gonna help Sean out, and that he's gonna get cut death by 1,000 cuts. So unless he can get a gun or two off the table quickly, and then um, utilize the super wolf that he has to just bully Brandon, I expect Brandon just to kind of whittle his way through the list. Um, and as we're moving into round two, it looks like Brandon is trying to set up a sort of joust. He wants to get all his guns on target on the same turn.
Yep.
Wolf is trying, or not Wolf. Sean is trying to bait Brandon into coming in through the rocks to try to disrupt his formation as much as possible because he's
Yeah.
not going to win that gun.
I mean, I sort of expected Brandon to take his group sort of banking towards the junk, in fact, so that Old T kind of has more of a classic flanking position, the way he did choose to do with Old T there. So I would expect Brandon to actually turn in a little bit here,
You expect to turn it
with
on this
everyone but
turn?
Old T. Go ahead.
Expect the turn in this turn, not next turn.
Well, I expect at least a bank because
Okay.
because what if one thing that I think Brandon needs to be a little bit concerned about is if Wolf is perfectly positioned to sort of shoot that gap between those two rocks, and if Brandon just keeps going
True.
forward, it's going to make it a little bit harder for him to turn on that. I think.
Yeah, that's true. Wolf can. Well, Wolf is still going to have to do just a 2 forward if he wants to clear that stress.
Right.
A
But
3 forward.
I mean, he doesn't have to though. That's the thing, right? Like, yes, he's not going to need an action this turn, right? So he does have the option to just floor it to 3 forward. Um, and then he can slow down depending on what he sees Brandon do if he really wants to. I'm just thinking about like, okay, if both of these players are going to want to try to feint and fake the other player into making the first mistake, right? And particularly Sean needs that to happen. Sean needs Brandon to be the one who makes the big mistake. Um, so, maybe that's knowing that Brandon is a sort of safe, maybe even say conservative player relative to many of our players. Maybe he does just do like a 2 forward with almost all of his list except old T. So
The 2 forward from the Z95 is going to be a bump, and I would also be worried about the 1 forward as well. So now
yeah,
that I look at that, I'm now pretty much on the same page as you about a 2 bank in, maybe a 3 bank.
yeah. I mean, again though, kind of like Wolf carrying stress, you don't really care too much if the Z95 slightly bumps. So it's really about how much of a bump would that be, and it looks. Yep. Okay. Never mind. There's the bank I expected. I can stop trying to talk myself into him going slow up the edge.
Yep, 3 bank. And then is Lando going to 1 bank or is Lando going to 2 bank?
I think Lando 2 banks, just so he's got options with the TPV, because that's who he coordinated last turn.
There.
Yeah.
That's that TPV barrel rolls into formation nice and pretty like.
I'm not sure he needs to, and in fact, I did. There's even a possibility he barrel rolls to the right and threatens
Oh,
that
I
lane.
would I would just barrel roll because it's pretty, not because it's a good move.
Well, I'm just thinking like if he thinks Wolf might come through that lane, yeah. So the TPV's got the ion cannon, and if he can get Wolf ioned, even if they go 1-on-1,
There's that
that's
barrel roll.
yeah, that's kind of a win.
Yeah.
All right, so just a self bump here for the naked Squad 7 veteran. That'll take
God,
us to
this game
Lando.
would be so over if Wolf gets ionized. If Wolf does a 3 straight and gets ionized, this game would be ugly.
I don't know that he ends up in range
Oh,
on
I
this
don't think
shot. I'm
so.
just thinking about for the future.
Yeah.
Because Brandon didn't barrel roll forward, so Brandon's not thinking about engagement this turn.
Okay.
I think. Um, and there is
Especially
the
because Lando didn't coordinate the focus.
yeah, and there is the right 2 bank for Lando. Took his own focus.
Yep.
He's not. He's not expecting engagement this turn at all. So now we should see Wolf go. I'm not sure why CC is down a force. Did he try to save somebody? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so rather than charging through the rocks,
Did he use Sacy to change a dial?
he might have. Yes, looks like he did. That he
Okay.
changed it from a right bank to a left bank.
Classic.
Yeah, and
The classic. Oh, never mind. I don't want to engage that.
it looks like, yeah, and it looks like CC ended up bumping here too. So not the prettiest start for Sean, but not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Now I would imagine old T probably did another 5 forward here. Yep, and he's
And a boost.
yeah. I'd be a little worried about boosting because those self bumps have left Sean the option
Come
uh,
back in.
to turn both CC and the generic on old T.
True.
And I would think pretty hard about just focusing and seeing what happens next turn. Because I think where he is here, he could one hard and just barrel roll to the other side of the gas cloud. And if they committed to try to cut him off, then Brandon doesn't care. Brandon's gonna do what Brandon does.
Brandon's forcing them. So this way, Brandon can go 4 straight from his fleet,
Yeah,
and then a 3 hard from Old Tarok, and essentially force Sean to decide which one.
yeah. And one
And
challenge here
unfortunately, with the
too.
way
Oh, go ahead.
saying unfortunately with where Wolf is pointing right now,
Yeah.
Wolf is out of this fight for 2 or 3 turns.
Well, I wonder if he doesn't have to be, right? Wolf could K turn here and then head in behind those guys next turn. So yeah, he's out for maybe fewer turns that way, but he certainly can't too hard towards the TPV because he's going to end up on a rock and be very sad.
I would say 3 bank 2 hard, and then see where that puts you, like the next 2 turns.
Yeah. I just I think I think about the 3K here because the TPV probably doesn't get close enough to ion you there, and then you do have the option to just joust the TPV when it's a little closer that way. I worry about a 3 bank actually putting the TPV in range for an ion shot, and then Wolf is really out of the fight.
True. So if that TPV can get 2 rounds of outmaneuver shots onto Wolf, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wolf is in real trouble here because he's just got a terrible angle on that TPV
To be
now.
honest, I would have considered barrel rolling him. And to try to sneak that 2 hard in behind that rock. Him to the right and back. Because we all know that medium bases fit in magical places.
That's the theory anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're expecting kind of maybe 4 and 5 forwards for Brandon's whole list here.
I think it's going to be 4s or 3s or 4s. 3s gives them options behind the gas clouds. 4s.
I mean,
4s is maximum.
Leighton's going to need to do a barrel roll, this turn probably. So I'd bet that Lando goes a little slower to give Leighton that clearance.
I want to see Lando do a 1 straight coordinate and get some utility, get some action efficiency the turn before Lando comes in. Kind of contribute to the fight while also being safe.
I mean, the thing is that Lando's got to go at least fast enough to stay in range too, though, right? If those guys are doing 3 or 4 forwards.
Straight's fine.
You heard it here first. 1 straight's fine.
Tensari Point Ventrid could also do a 2 bank to the left just to kind of create a kill box.
Yeah, I could. He doesn't have to go after Wolf, though. I think that there's no harm in it.
I like a 3 straight from the TPV.
I'd do a 5 straight.
I would be afraid that would overshoot.
You barrel roll.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like maybe we have CC shenanigans on the Squad 7 veteran? Or maybe...
No, it appears that there was an oops. Throw a question mark into the chat.
Oh, it looks like CC's dial's not down yet, so probably was an oops. All right, there's CC's dial. I mean, there's no point to doing CC shenanigans on the very first ship to move, so...
Yeah.
Well, I should say very first of his own ships to move. So there is a 4 forward from the Z, a 4 forward from Leighton. Leighton probably barrel rolls to the right here. Or maybe Lando will coordinate that barrel roll.
5
forward. Wrecked.
Flux.
Now you're right. If Wolf did do a three bank, he may escape arc, but it will be close.
Yeah, would be close.
Yeah. He could also two hard away and just butt shot the TPV, but then you don't really want to be ioned. You don't want to be ioned going off the board.
Oh no, one bank barrel roll. Hi, friend.
Yeah, that might work. Certainly a smarter move than too hard away. All right, so the SSV does a three bank in.
I think the focus is fair. One of the things I had the thought of when I was playing Brandon is that Tensari Point veteran with the outmaneuver ion cannon is probably the second most dangerous piece in that list,
Yeah.
behind Old T.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Flying Vader, I was terrified of it.
I'd imagine this move was so that Lando could coordinate the TPV, but we haven't seen anything yet. He's checking. He could coordinate Leighton, which would be maybe the right move.
He can coordinate any of the small bait or any of his.
Yeah. So he is. Yeah, he's getting Leighton out from behind that gas cloud, which is probably the right move here.
I wanted to save the coordinated barrel roll to make sure that he wasn't going to lose his shot by barrel rolling. In case they committed to Old Tarok.
Yeah. All right. So that should take us to Wolf and CC. Two bank, and will be outmaneuver ion cannoned. This might be, well, you've got the rock obstruction.
You get a die.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you'd rather have a focus for defense or if you barrel roll away to get the third die.
Third option is an evade from a chop.
Oh yeah, he hasn't chopped yet, has he?
He did the first turn, but not yet. But the problem is I'm not sure I want to be stressed right there because that really limits you the next turn.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you might very well be ioned as well, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's checking range for the target lock, it looks like. Okay, interesting. And then CC is turning towards Old T. Which is, actually Jedi versus Old T is not a terrible thing, right? Because you don't have to take a green token.
Until he spends his second force to boost.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much I like that boost. It closes off his arc and gives Old T some options to.
Yeah, Old T 3 banked or 3 hearted here. That's not pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might be that Sean was just guaranteeing he's going to have a shot, because if he had not boosted, he probably doesn't fire at anybody. And maybe he just wants to put more than one gun on that Black Sun.
Yep, but if he's taking a lock, then he's going to be tokenless.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, rock in a hard place a little bit, but I would expect Old T to probably 3 hard here. Yeah. And now
do you barrel roll or do you focus boost?
Oh, you just focus boost. You don't want to get in CC's arc. Because it doesn't matter. CC doesn't have a token for you to rip off. And you don't want to take a chance that he just tries to put, dice into you.
I was talking about a barrel roll to ship left to try to get out of CC's arc.
Oh, do you think he's in CC's arc?
Absolutely.
I guess it is. Yeah, he might be. I mean, a straight boost might get him out, to be honest. That's really hard to tell. No, I don't think a straight boost would get him out. No, I think I focus boost just to, again, maybe try to make Sean make a bad decision. But forgot, Brandon is a safer player than I am, so Brandon barrel rolls out and takes the focus.
It also gives him a better 2-bank angle in next turn. 3 straight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. So Old T will get a range 3 shot. So this will be 3 versus 3. It's a good roll.
Send it. You're out.
And that is an excellent roll and response. The real question is, yeah, he spends the force to preserve himself here. You know, CC is, you know, Sean's second most valuable piece. Lando just checked arc and doesn't have a shot. Go ahead, Rick.
I was just gonna say, yeah. And Stacey has this incredible thing called the Force, and so 3-bank right, or just like 5 straight, and just start regenning Force next turn.
Yeah.
Or just stay in the fight and try to kill some other stuff while making Old Tarok nervous. Because the butt shots out of the arcs are actually going to be terrifying for Old Tarok.
I am honestly not sure what just... This must be the SSV firing at Leighton?
Leighton.
No, it's from CC. But why did he add a...
Oh, I think he only rolled 2 dice, not realizing it was range 3. Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, that was on the BSS.
Yeah.
That's a good attack roll. Didn't make him have to use his target lock.
Yep.
So easy call to follow up on that same Black Sun with the SSV. But before that happens, the 3s will fire on the other side.
Yes.
All right, so Leighton's going to fire first. Leighton has a plethora of bad range 3 shots. The Wolf is the one that's unobstructed, and I think you take that shot. Oh, they did.
Okay.
So yeah, I think
Popping up.
yeah. So I think you fire on Wolf, or yeah, on Wolf.
That's the one unobstructed shot you
Yeah.
got. And if you can snag that Force before the TPV fires. Yep. Brandon. Yep. Like we play with Brandon.
Well, it's just the right mathematical call. It's the only shot you have that's 2 versus 2. And I think you just take the shield, honestly, here and keep the Force for the ion shot.
I actually spend it, yeah. You spend it, and because you get only 1 die, so there's only like a 25% chance you have another chance to.
No, you get 2 dice because you're behind a rock.
You're outmaneuvered.
Ah, fair. Okay. Fair. Well, that was another argument for barrel rolling then, rather than target locking. So, see? See? I'm just kidding. Now, you know, it is a medium ship, so that's a damage and an ion, not ionization. So, not the worst thing that could have happened here for Sean. In fact, better than taking extra damage, honestly. All right, so the Black Sun Soldier doesn't have bullseye and has only ranged 3 shots. And I think you just go at the SSV. It's the better shot. 2 versus 2. Yep. Brandon is the math man. Not a great roll. And Sean's just going to spend that Force. No, I guess. Oh boy, that is a tough question. No, I think you take the damage and keep the focus for offense. Yeah. Not a Force. Those are CC's Force, and they're expent. All right. Right back at the Black Sun, I'd imagine. 3 versus 3. And here we go. Yep, 3 versus 3. This is... doesn't even need the token again. Just roll natties. Oh, look at that, though. So he gets the half points on the Black Sun. And I'm going to update our scoreboard. But...
I mean, that means the Black Sun absorbed a crit on both shields. That is incredible value.
yeah, and ultimately that only gets Sean, 13 points. So, I guess I should probably share this with our viewers. Here's our score sheet, folks, if you are watching along. Oops, I should actually paste. There we go. Okay, so we move on to the next round here. Honestly, I don't like the positioning of almost any of the ships here, except maybe Old T. So let's talk about what you do if you are Sean.
Sean. I think I might one bank to the left with Stacey, and just aim for the kill on the Black Sun. Yes, that's gonna put Old T in a position to potentially just wallop. So I could also consider a 2-sloop to the right. And just try to, because I feel like that 2-sloop is gonna block the 2 hard, and then anything else just won't be able to get arc on you.
Right.
And then you'll have a double modded attack. The SSV could probably get away with a 4K. And Wolf is gonna 2 hard and joust Lando. I think that's kind of what we're stuck with.
Yeah, I like the idea of the 4K from the SSV. I don't like the plan for CC. I'll come back to that. And I think, the 2 hard for Wolf is pretty much the only choice he has. I would say actually CC 1 hards to the right. And
Old Tarok.
Yeah, and target locks Old Tarok.
I
because there's just so many horrible ways that BSS can block him. Like if Brandon anticipates any move in the BSS's direction.
Not at all. That's AC-10.
Yeah, but that means that you're dialing in something that is otherwise potentially suboptimal, right?
No, because it's same color, same speed.
Okay.
So you dial in your best maneuver, and then as long as it has an option. So you're not going to be doing a 4-5 K turn or straight, unless you're just committing to the 5 straight. Beyond that, everything on your dial has a mirror.
Right.
And so if the Z95 moves to block it, you just see your dial the other direction.
Right.
And deal with it. I don't like the 1 hard because it does let Old Tarok and it basically the target lock from last turn, and it leaves that Black Squadron unpunished, whereas you could probably get an initiative kill on it.
I don't think you're going to get to, though. I think Brandon is going to go fast enough that it's just not going to matter. I mean, yeah, you're right. You could dial in the 2-sloop, and both the 2-sloops look like they're pretty safe. So, you definitely don't want a 2-sloop to the right if you don't have to, because Old T can just bank right into you.
Well, that's the thing, is I think the bank actually doesn't give Old T a way to get a shot on you.
I think a barrel roll would save the day for him, but that's just me.
Maybe in 1.0.
Okay.
I think that wiggle room. But there's only one way to find out, and
right.
Honestly, I don't think either player is as aggressive as me, and so they're not going to do that.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if... I think Brandon is pretty much locked to a 2-bank with Old Tarok, for sure. But because I don't think you'd want to 2 hard and take the chance that you are staring at, CC 10 having come your way. But I think you dial in something that gives you the option to go head on to Old T. I mean, what else do you have a Delta 7 for, except to try to kill Old T, right?
To get the initiative kill on the.
I don't care about another 13 points, but I 1,000% care about Old Tarok.
And so going back to what I said at the beginning, Sean has a lot fewer guns. He needs to get Brandon's guns off the table.
It's
Just
true.
why, just why I think he needs to get a double modded shot onto that Z95 to get the kill.
I don't think you really need to that much here because the Black Sun's not going to have a shot anyway. If the SSV does a 4K and CC is nowhere in that arc, so the quickest way to a victory for Sean is killing Old T.
I mean, that's an arc dodge, but it's...
Yeah, and I wondered if the SSV might just do it too hard and hope to have 2 arcs choices here. And I like the positioning there to put a range 1 butt shot on Leighton.
Yep.
Now Lando could... I think the BSS is just a little too far back to coordinate a barrel roll to the right to really get in CC's way. Might be worth coordinating like he's going to take his own focus because he probably expects Wolf is going to come barreling around that rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be pretty funny though if Wolf K turned, but he didn't. So he's going to get the rock again, but he's also going to get outmaneuver Ioned again as well.
Yep. I don't think that's range 1. I think you just take the focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I take the focus. You're not going to kill Lando here. And you're taking 2 shots.
Proton torpedo could do it, but... Oh,
Choppa!
Clever. Clever girl.
Hello, Choppa.
Wah, 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 wah. Remembered it last time? I forgot it this time. Alright. Okay, there's that one hard.
I told you. Now the problem is he may just, if Old T did do a 2-bank, he may just end up with a block and no shot. So I feel like you probably want to think about barrel rolling just to keep Old T from having an unobstructed shot. Yeah. So barrel roll out of the BSSS's arc, put yourself in position for next turn.
I might have just taken that as a regular action and not spent the force for it.
Well, you could take this opportunity to switch your target lock for next turn as well. And that is what Sean is doing. Also, if Old T did too hard, then...
News bears.
Yeah.
That doesn't bump.
Okay, so there's the 2-bank. Both of them have range 1 shots on each other. That's kind of no bueno for both of them.
No, I think Old T is actually out of arc.
You think so?
I mean, I don't think Old T has arc on Stacey. I think there's going to be an attempt. No, because if he attempts the barrel roll, I think there's a boost focus.
Yeah, I think if he's worried he doesn't have range 1 on CC, the only real choice is to boost and get in there on the SSV. The guy who, yes, he'll have some dice on you, but he's got no action unlike CC's shot. Plus he can do the focus boost, so he'll have mods when he attacks the SSV. And he can get to range 1 and get all the crazy shit that these guys get. So I almost think maybe now that we look at it,
in as many arcs as he can.
Oh, yeah, he's barrel rolling out. So I think you just go forward.
Yeah. I like the simple board of just not having targets on the table, but they like the simple board of having your ships alive on the table.
Yep. And it looks like Brandon is taking the stress, or at least the stress token up there just got activated, touched. He has to make the focus decision before repositioning, right?
So it's reposition into focus.
Okay.
Know that because when Supernatural dropped, I went through and thought about all the ships that I would want to put Supernatural on, and the Fang was one of them.
All right. So he did not take the focus. He's just going to fire a naked shot at the
I
SSV.
get it for 4K next turn. Or 5 straight. Oh, I bet she's going 5 straight. Oh, bet you wish he has his focus.
Yeah, probably wishes he had a focus now. Yep. But that's a shield off the SSV, so.
Yeah, could have been a crit under the shields.
Indeed.
Oh well. But the problem is with the 1 hards on Sacy and the stressless reposition, Sacy will win that reposition battle.
Yeah. All right, so here is, I think, Lando. Yep, range 2, 1 hit. And I think you spend the force, keep the evade for the next shot. Because again, you're only getting 1 die, so you don't need both.
Oh yeah, you spend the force,
Wow.
absolutely. Oh, he took the damage. Guess he really wants to do damage or something?
Let's see, I'm not sure who just checked, but it's probably CC. No. Yeah, it would have been CC. So here's Wolf. He's got range 2 on both Leighton and Lando. And I think you go for Lando for sure. Oh, there's those natties again.
Spent your force on defense.
Oof.
Yikes! Wait, stress reroll. Gonna be double focus. Calling it. Calling it.
Alright.
Oh.
So half points on Lando. So Sean has 31 now. But yeah, deciding to spend one of those tokens looks like a lot better deal after that. All right, let's see. So Leighton, I didn't see if he has anything. Looks like he did not. The Black Sun doesn't have a shot. And that'll leave the TPV to try to ionize Wolf.
No dice for Wolf.
No, it's obstructed.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Oh, wait.
To the chat log.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yikes. Rip Wolf. Actually, no, it's going to be triple focuses right here.
Wow, that is so close.
1 damage, no.
Yep, no ion. Because he could just spend that evade and be happy. He's going to roll a natty, though, so it's fine. Wait. Oh, no, right, duh.
No,
can't spend the evade. Sucker. All right. Well. And now the butt shot has Leighton at range 1, so I'd imagine we'll see a 3-die naked shot here on Leighton. Probably natties, because that's just how Sean's dice have been.
Triple focuses. Oh, is that late? Yeah, triple focuses. Calling it.
Ooh! Whiff.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm on the focus train here. It's not working.
All right, so we go to the next round. Let's make sure they actually switch the round counter.
Or not. I'd be down to watch this game go for like a couple more hours.
I got animals to cross at some point tonight, so. All right, round counter incremented. All right, so that was a pretty good turn for Sean. I would say all things considered. So what do you do here now if you're Brandon? Wolf is now a jamming master, right?
And Brandon. Well, Lando moves first. I 1 bank Lando and coordinate because your token's not sticking around anyway.
Yeah. And it looks to me like I mean, Wolf is stressed, so he's not going to do anything crazy this turn.
I'm anticipating the one bank out of Wolf, and so with the TPV, I might two bank to the right, or oh wait, you have a one bank, so I might one bank. I don't know. I would like to be stressless so I could focus. And then if Lando coordinates a target lock, suddenly I have two tokens, and Wolf can only clear one.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think the TPV obviously does a 2 forward because
yeah,
you want to keep that pressure on Wolf, whatever he chooses to do.
I was worried about that rock, but I see now that I'm just have a bad angle. It's called the top-down angle. So Leighton, I think 3 hards to the left and takes a target lock on Stacey and puts her homing missiles to good use. Or even 3 hards. That Black Squadron, 2 hards or 4Ks.
Yeah, I think a 4K.
And then I'd only be worried about that blocking the 3 hard. So yeah. And then Old Terra could actually probably get away with a 1 hard to the right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see both.
CC.
I wouldn't be surprised to see both CC and Old Tarok sort of one-hearted each other here.
Yeah, create a nice little toilet bowl action and allow the either the block from the Black Squadron or the homing missiles from Leighton start to do their work.
Yeah. What do you think the SSV does? This might be a good time for a 4K. You don't want to get in CC's way.
Too hard to the left. And utilize your butt. Or too hard to the right.
I think I mean, if you too hard to the right, I don't hate that move, and it gets in the way of Old Tarok potentially on his 1 hard.
To the right, and then Stacey can 2 sloop to the left and just be like, yo, your lack of face off is a bummer. Just 2 shot from Stacey against a tokenless Old Tarok is probably the most terrifying thing for Old Tarok.
I mean, Old Tarok could just go 5 forward and go at Wolf too, and just get out of the fight. Which
I was thinking that last turn.
I think you do that here because you don't really want to be heads up with CC, or potentially blocked by the SSV. And one thing the SSV can definitely not block is a 5 forward.
Right.
And Leighton, as you said, Leighton can turn in. He'll get to move after the SSV, so that spot there is going to be open. You could even, I think that might be an argument for the Black Sun also doing a 2 hard to the left, just to put pressure on CC, and then you just burn out of there with Old Tarok.
Go, hey, you have this really scary thing that has no shield. I'm gonna go deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Wolf is 87 points, right? So
it's not hard turning, so your 5 straight should be able to arc dodge it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then if the Tansari Point Petric could put 1 more ion token on it, then Wolf basically.
Oh yeah.
Exit the next turn.
Wolf is doomed.
Yeah.
And Wolf didn't even get to use his reroll to turn his butt arc into, a deadly weapon, so he's got that going against him too. No, that's right. Brandon's got to go first, so Leighton does turn in. Leighton gets blocked. Wow, not a 2 forward. There's a 1 bank for the TPV. Interesting. I wonder if he barrel rolls here? No, just takes to focus.
Endo 1 banking gonna coordinate somebody? What you doing? Actually, no, the 1 hard left still fits next turn, so maybe you just stay there.
There is a 2 turn for the Black Sun, kind of as we expected.
Arc goes somewhere. Yep. 200
right.
left. Focus or lock, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think you just lock. You're probably not taking shots. Just lock.
Yep.
You've got the gas cloud protecting you a little bit.
And I still like the Lando 1 bank coordinate a lock to Leighton. I think Leighton needs a lock on Stacey. I think there's no other choice there.
So that probably blocks just about anything Wolf really wants to do here.
Absolutely. It blocks. The only thing that Wolf can do is a 1 or 2 bank to the left.
I mean, he could do a 3 forward and just stay stressed.
That puts him on the rock.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. All right, Lando performs the 1 bank. I didn't see...
Coordinated the target lock.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so he did left bank away. This is why I like the 2 forward better from TPV. That could very well be a dead Lando. Because he's going to target lock here.
Yeah.
Oh, he jams Lando.
That's why you coordinate it with Lando, is because there's no point in doing anything else.
Right. Why do you jam Lando?
Chopper, have to jam somebody. So we target.
Oh, right, Chopper. Right. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't target lock Lando for. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he moved it. I think he was debating. There's the 2 sloop. That's kind of expected. Now, the good thing for Brandon here is that does leave CC in arc of the Black Sun. Both good and bad, I guess.
Yeah, but that. I think that Black Sun.
Oh, look at that. Boost.
Boost focus.
I mean, I wonder if a barrel roll right and forward gets you range 1 as well. He might be worried that the 1 boost to the right maybe doesn't get him close enough, arc-wise. I think both of them are fine.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. He barrel rolls away from CC. So, gonna put some punishment on that SSV.
Okay.
That's interesting. He must have been concerned that he wouldn't get into range 1. All right. Oh, Old Tarok does have marksmanship active here at range 2. So one of those will turn to a crit. But the SSV gets out of the shield. Alright, so CC, I'm going to do that again because it didn't come through for me, is going to have range 2 on the Black Sun Soldier or range 3 on Old Tarok. So what do you fire at here? Do you try to take the Black Sun off the board like you've been suggesting this whole time? Or do you try to put damage through on...
I focus fire on that Black Sun. Even if Stacy doesn't kill it, you got the SSV with the target lock shot next.
Yep. CC's going after Old Tarok. Ooh, and that is a perfect reroll. But I was told that Vassal hates rerolls. Oh! Oh, snap. Let's see, that would have been Lando. Lando's got no shot.
I don't know how to do the high bar thing, so instead I'm just going to do...
Let's see. I mean, I think Wolf. There's no question that you just roll 3 dice into Lando. Yep. But I was told that Vassal hates rerolls.
Does.
Oh, so you take the stress and have to reroll that die, right?
It has to be blank.
Ah, right. Welp. Then that is a dead Lando, right? Yep.
There we go. Attempted art.
All right. So that takes Sean to 48 points. All right, the Tanzari Point veteran doesn't seem to have a shot. No, he does have a shot on the SSV, doesn't he?
Yep, obstructed.
Interesting.
2 dice.
Man, that arc is... Oh, the Tanzari... Right. I was looking at Leighton. Yeah. So not only obstructed, but it looks like we'll get the blank to evade option here.
Yeah.
Oof. Rough roll for Brandon. Yeah. If that was the SSV... Oh, outmaneuver. Never mind. Yep, that's right. Looks like no shot for Leighton. But the Black Sun gets a chance at revenge here. 2 versus 2. Brandon has rolled a lot of hit blank in this game so
We're
far.
gonna have a lot of fun looking at this log file.
All right, and now here's the range 2 butt shot from
SSV.
tokenless SSV. So this will be 2-on-2 on the Black Sun, I'd imagine he goes for. Yep. Nice. Yep. Heroic. Or target lock. Yeah. Oof. Ouch time. Alright, well the Black Sun takes the damage, but is not dead.
And is in a great position to really mess with Stacey's dial.
Yeah.
However, Stacey could just 2 straight and then just be like, well, I have full force and oh, no more target lock. Bummer.
Yeah. Alright, well we're on to round 6 it looks like.
Wolf did a good job there. Well done, Wolf.
Somebody accidentally.
I think the 2 arc a turn.
What do you do here? Because the TPV can probably one hard towards Wolf and not be, impacted by that rock. I think that the SSV... I think SSV 2 hards towards the TPV. And I think Wolf K turns. Because there isn't really another safe move for the TPV besides a 1 hard.
Fair.
So you're going to get 2 sets of guns on it. And I think old T has the ability to basically go 3 forward and then follow the SSV if he wants to.
Did Leighton have no shot? Oh, that was just outside of range. That's a bummer.
Yeah, Leighton did not have a shot. But as you say, like if the Black Sun just does a 1 forward, I mean, I'd actually think about the Black Sun just doing a 4K here. I don't think he hits CC. It's close, but I think he could 4K and then just be behind CC. Old Tarok could then 2 hard towards CC and they could get both guns on with Leighton coming in too. I mean, I don't like where CC is at the moment. Is basically what I'm saying.
I think the Black Sun either 2 banks or 1 straights.
Yeah, I
and
think a
just
two bank
jumps
is
up.
too aggressive. You're either going for the block or you're going for a shot.
Okay. So one bank or one straight. Target lock.
Yeah.
I think one bank target lock.
If I was on the
Halfway.
table, if I was on a table, I would eyeball it and I would probably 4K. And actually, honestly, I think you could fit the 3K without hitting CC. Since the Z95 has both those options. Um,
Green for Old Tarok and Alja or Lenton.
what's that?
I like having the Z95 serve as a screen. Oh, the Z95 didn't lose a whole point.
Oh, because it got undid as they were doing other things.
Okay.
Here, I can take care of that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going about as perfectly for Sean as it could be.
Yeah, the good thing for Brandon is he really does only need to put one more ion through on Wolf to really give put Wolf into a bad spot. All right, there's the 3K. That's right, bitches. Get those guns on CC.
Oh, the Fang Fighter is stressed, so that's going to be a too hard and just deal with it.
Yeah. You too hard, and now every gun is on CC.
Oh, except for Stacey moves before Old Tarok.
Yeah, but
So Stacey could just get a nice, pretty block and just deal with the fact that that's one more gun not on her.
I mean, I don't think you worry too much about that, honestly. There's 4K, not too hard from the SSV, but probably doesn't have a shot this turn.
Gives it more options next turn though.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's the 4K from Wolf, and actually, it doesn't look like the TBV has any shots this turn. Has to jam himself. Good old Choppy. All right, so let's see what CC did. 3 forward. Oof. Does not really give him a lot of options. I think you just barrel roll left.
I think you target lock Lent.
You target lock Leighton and just take the shots?
Oh, that's a crack shot coming in.
Yeah,
that's a crack
yeah.
shot. But
I don't think you
takes away your shots. I think you gotta barrel roll shift right.
I'd barrel roll left.
Shift left?
Oh, ship
Then
left,
you have
yeah.
no shot.
Huh?
You have no shot.
It's better than taking 2 range 1 shots.
Instead you'd be taking a range 1 and a range 2 and a possible old T shot if you one hard.
Old T's not going to have arc on you if you barrel roll left. Plus, you can barrel roll left, then boost if you really just want to get out of there.
True.
Okay. Well, he's choosing violence.
Then the action's probably going to be.
I think at that point. Yeah, I think at this point you target lock Leighton and hope to get him off the board.
You could target lock Leighton and Old Tarok, maybe? Because you have R3?
Sure. Why not? I'm not sure that barrel roll got him out of range 1 of the Black Sun. It's pretty close. It's going to be pretty funny if old T, 2 banks to the left and then just goes in on the SSV, though. Okay. Nope, he did what we thought he would do. Right too hard. Clear stress. I think
It's not a target lock.
Yeah, exactly. Target lock CC for next time. So, all right. Yep, there's the target lock for next time. All right, so this will ulti with no shot. This will take us to let's see. Lando's not on the board anymore, so we'll go right to CC and Wolf. So CC
Yep.
is going to get to try to punish Leighton here. Yeah, Wolf had no shots, ships in range as we expected. But I think you obviously go for 4 dice on Leighton here. Pretty good roll. Do you stick with it or do you spend the force?
I spend the lock on both focuses and see what happens.
Yeah. Yep, spend the lock is... Well, actually, where is CC's lock?
Just pulled it.
Ah, okay. Oof! Oh, there it is! Hey, did you know that Vassal
And
hates
that
rerolls?
is why you spend the lock on both, is to decide whether or not you want to spend your force
Yeah.
for 4 hits
Yeah.
or not at all.
Well, you wouldn't have had 4 hits because he only had 1 force, so it would have been 3.
Right, and that's why you spend it on
Yeah.
both, is to see
Yeah.
if it comes up
Now,
hits or not.
the beautiful thing for Leighton is Leighton now has an evade. Because that attack missed. Leighton did have to spend the focus, which is great, right? If you're hoping to strip that focus one way or the other anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
Now, if only Leighton could take the C4, R2 C4, whatever it's called.
all right, Leighton does have a target lock though, so that's not terrible. The Black Sun obviously does not have crack shot. I didn't see if... Oh, it is range 1 on Old Tarok. Wait. Shouldn't he roll 3 dice?
No, because he's shooting at Stacey.
Oh, never mind. Right.
Happened.
Yes, same team. Same team. Hashtag same team.
R5, team kill.
So pretty good roll there, I think. CC spends the force. Takes a shield. Could have been worse. And I don't think the SSV is going to have a shot here. So, I think Brandon was hoping for more out of this turn, but I don't think he needs to be too upset about it either.
Yeah, you got a shield out of it.
What's that?
Target lock. He got a shield and a target lock for later. That seems decent.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially for not really giving up damage.
So, the SSV could fire on CC if he really wanted to.
I mean...
Brian is trolling us in chat. You know what you missed? I'm not sure when you came in, Brian, but every reroll prior to that had been into a hit or a crit, so... Vassal does not hate rerolls. No. And you crazy people with your confirmation biases. Huh?
Every one of Sean's rerolls. All of Brandon's rerolls have been absolute garbage. Now, Old Tarok, 2 Talon to the right.
Wait, but Brandon hasn't had very many rerolls, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's part of the humor. All right, so Old Tarok, 2 Talon to the right. Guarantee it stays on the table.
Yeah, I like that. Also, it keeps the gas cloud in between you and the SSV, which is going to come in at a 2 forward to clear that stress.
Otherwise, you do 1 hard to the left and just start trying to flank.
To be honest, the actual really hard part here is what to do with Leighton and the Black Sun. The Black Sun's going to kind of have to just self-bump, I think.
I think the Black Sun does a 1 bank to the left. And then Leighton does the 5K.
To ship left or to our left?
Ship left.
And not have any arcs?
Potato, potato.
I think for the Black Sun, I think I just do a one forward bump into Old Tarok. I don't think you're going to take a shot, so you might as well keep an arc on stuff.
Fair.
Leighton can one hard to the left and be fine.
I just hate having unmodded ships.
I know,
like
but
token.
you know, you can have no shot, or you can have an unmodded shot. You take a shot.
I have a gamble here. I think you guys are missing.
Okay.
Do the 3 forward or 4 forward out of the Black Sun. Get that Z95 as far up as you can get. If you bump on Old T, you bumped on Old T. But gamble for the long range, so you get tighter into that to screw up CC so she doesn't have that one hard.
I mean, I think the 3 forward just hits CC. I mean, I could see a 4 forward, but I think with where CC's positioning is, you're going to just get bumped anyway. I think you're right. I think just dial it and see what happens, but
you run the gamble on it because I think that's the best way. It's close. You might have enough room there, but I still say you run the gambit, and that's just a beautiful.
Stacey stays to play. Stacey could always one heart away, or could 3 bank after the TPV.
I mean, CC should get the fuck out of Dodge.
True.
You know, wait for the reinforcements, the big boys.
I mean, actually, that's the problem for Leighton. Is Leighton can't one hard
now.
Leighton can't one hard because he'll bump CC. So actually,
neat.
All right. So Old Tarok is doing a 3 hard around the gas cloud, which is a thing he can do. Brandon wants actions, which is not the worst thing. There's a 2 bank, so Brandon has chosen to get no shots this turn from the Black Sun. That's fine. That's fine. Brandon's a better player than I am. He knows what he's doing. Because I do think CC's just going to one hard.
I'm going to put my money on one of those 2.
Does give Leighton the space for the 3K. So.
Leighton should 5K.
Leighton 3K'd. Is what I'm telling you.
Well, I was not looking at the table, okay?
The TPV is going to be right there if Wolf goes, 2 forward, as I suspect he will.
Advanced proton torpedo.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough, defensive role for the TPV. I mean, I guess to some extent, like, Brandon doesn't care that much because the TPV is only 41 points, but woof.
Which is half of Wolf. So if he trades the TPP for half of Wolf.
Yeah. But he does have to get a shot, and the problem there is Wolf has, initiative. Or, pilot advantage there. There's a 2 forward for the SSV to clear that stress. Pretty much expected that. I think if you're the SSV, you just maybe target lock the Black Sun.
Or you barrel roll to counter Old Tarok's 3 hard, since you know that.
You could, but why?
A waste. Yeah.
I don't see any point to it.
There's that target lock.
Yeah, because as you were saying earlier, when it was the wrong call, you want to get that Black Sun off the board.
I hate everything right now.
But now it is the right call, because that Black Sun is,
But now it's a range 3 shot on a focused Black Sun. It's not going to kill him.
I mean, it's 3 versus 3. Red dice are better. Probably won't. I mean, he only has the 1 hole left, so. All right, so here comes CC, as you predicted, to put pressure on the TPV, and I think you do boost.
Force boost.
Yeah, force boost straight. And that will be 1 dead TPV. Also, you'll get out of the range of Leighton, which you really want to do as well.
And that's kind of what I talked about with the homing missile up his butt. Now the question is, do you bank boost barrel roll to get extra distance, or do you just straight boost?
I would have just straight boosted, so as not to be staring at a rock next turn. And also have a focus, but such is life. Or a target lock, whatever. So he's going to stay there. I mean, I guess he has a safe right 1 hard if he wants it next turn.
Yep.
1 hard
Yeah,
or
he's
2
adding a
or
points
2 hard.
calculator.
Yeah, or 2 hard.
And it gives you that ability to boost back into the fight after old T on the next round.
Yeah,
No, you need
I
to
just don't like
save
being
up your
force starved there either.
Yeah, you need to save your force if you're going to be jousting old T.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Okay, so old T finally does have a shot again. Could get to half points on SSV with a good roll here. There's no reason not to spend the force. He's going to get a crit. And that's going to be half points on the SSV. A whole big whopping 22. Oof, damage sensor array. Focus is only going forward.
For whom?
For the SSV.
Oh. Well, that really won't be that big of an issue because
Probably not.
it'll be dead.
Well, and he's used all of his good rerolls already, so target locks is irrelevant.
That's fair. That is fair, Bobby. That's fair. Welcome everybody. Everybody give a big round of applause to Bobby for joining us in the booth.
Hey, I finally got the kids to bed so I could make it out to play.
Nice. All right. So now we see the TPV get wrecked. Oof, here comes the advanced proton torpedo. Oh, not a terrible roll to start. You only have to reroll. Do you reroll the focus as well here?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah. Oh no! That went about as well as it could. Now, one of them becomes a crit.
Now, why didn't Stacey shoot first?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter who shoots first. Neither one of them has a shot on anybody
and the
else.
poor
so.
TPV, and of course the TPV had its focus jammed off by Chopper, so that's ugly. So that'll be half points on the TPV. Oh, down to one hole.
Rip! Stacey for the kill.
Yeah.
Maybe. At which point, Brandon thinks
Sean does have 69 points right now, so
69.
Nice.
Love it.
And now we'll see if Vassal rewards. Oh, look, Vassal hates no, Vassal doesn't hate rerolls.
Only Vince's rerolls.
And that is a dead TPV.
Sad.
Yes.
This 7th inning stretch brought to you by Simcoe from Call Brewery in Oakdale, California.
Nice. I should go get a second beer, actually, when they go to the next set of dials. All right, so this is going to be pretty hard, I think, now for Brandon to bring this back.
Yeah.
But
Sean finally did the job he needed to do, which was get guns off the table.
Now, Leighton does have a shot on the SSV. That's not going to do it. Yep. So, Old T is going to have to solo this list.
Not impossible, just at the moment unlikely.
Actually, I think Brandon is fine with that miss because it did get him an evade. So there's an average roll on the attack on the BSS. Oh my god, these rerolls tonight have been insane. And it's all because Brian is watching. If Vince were here, he would be going apeshit. And that's not enough to save the Black Sun. The Black Sun is dead. Brandon has had almost no luck in this tournament.
And yet he's still sitting at what, 3-2, 4-1?
Well, he's on his way to 3-3. So it's 101 to 22 at the moment. We're going to dials, and I'm going to go to a beer. I'll be right back. Try to control yourselves while you have the stream to yourselves.
Do we
I
want
promise-
to talk about Bobby's
I
mom?
promise nothing. Or Rick's mom, for that matter.
Yeah, you guys can talk about Bobby's mother starting to play X-Wing because that's amazing.
The text message with the photo of the book of rules, and I'm like, ruh-roh.
You're like, I unleashed a monster. I'm okay with it.
I approve this message.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So if you're Brandon here, what do you do?
You need to get a lot more aggressive with old Tarok. You're not going to win this game with a healthy old Tarok against 3 ships. You need to start getting things off the table.
2 bank?
Which means too hard, and just do it.
No.
Letting
2 bank
actually,
focus? 2 bank boost focus, depending on where Stacey's going, because she has to go right. Go put guns on Stacey, kill Stacey now.
I like the 3 bank from Lenton, which will hopefully be a bump on the SPV or the SSV, STD, whatever you want to call it.
The SSV is doing another 4K.
Do you 2 bank Leighton? Do you 1 bank Leighton? Do you 3 bank Leighton, or do you just sigh and cry?
I think you 3 bank Leighton, go after Stacey. Put both guns on Stacey if you can kill her. Wolf's out of the fight for a bit. He doesn't have a turn in with that rock there. The SSV is going to be unmodded behind you. You're just going to have to try and shrug that one off and try and put both guns on Stacey and do damage now.
Yep.
You need to get back in this game, and killing Stacey right now in this couple of shots is what you need to do, and you need great dice to show up right now.
You need Leighton's homing missiles to matter.
True. The 3 bank, I put money on the 3 bank.
Speaking of which, why is Leighton's target lock gone? How did that happen?
Did he spend it?
I'm gonna ask.
All right. What did I miss?
We can't figure out when Stacey spent, or when Leighton spent her target lock.
Leighton spent the target lock after, last round when it was at range 1. He had to spend the focus on defense and then spent the target lock on the attack.
Perfect. I missed that. I think I was grabbing a beer.
It's fine. That's why there's 3 of us, I guess. Okay, so what are you guys thinking Brandon does to pull this out? Like, old Tarok just solos the whole list, right?
You go straight in on Stacey right now.
Yeah.
You bank turn, old T, 2 bank, give you the option for the boost.
Yeah.
You know Stacey's going hard right.
Right.
She doesn't have options.
Right. And it's not like Wolf can really support, and neither really can the SSV.
SSV's got a 4K there.
Right, not anymore though. If that's what he dialed in, he could too hard to the left, and just get in the way because he's not doing anything but focusing anyway. But
landing on the cloud's not going to matter there.
Yeah. All right, so Leighton takes the target lock on CC. He is going all in. The SSV that's a great 2 bank. Probably fixes the damage sensor array, I'd imagine. Nope.
No, just
takes the
protect
focus.
Yourself.
Does not care.
He's going to try and get the shot on old T.
Yeah. There is a 4K for Wolf, who will jam himself. And the right one hard. And I think I just stay there, because you don't want old T at range 1.
Agreed.
And you take a focus because you might get to use it. Or you take loss.
No, you take the target lock. Yeah, take the target lock. You know, again, the Delta 7 has an advantage over the Fang. So
yeah,
just eat the attacks and take the shield damage and go to town. Now the real question here is, do you boost either direction here, because you are taking 2 shots? Do you just go into range 1 on the SSV and get it off the table?
He might already. He's close to range 1 there. I don't know that I.
Yeah, I don't think.
Boost.
I don't think he's got range 1. I'll be honest.
I think you boost focus.
Boost focus seems fair.
Yeah.
The ship's off the table.
Get that gun out of the way, and if he can get a good hit in, he might be able to wax it if he can get that crit, because he'll have marksmanship to push the crit through.
Yeah, he has to get the kill though on the SSV, because otherwise Leighton can't take it off before it
shoots back at him.
It shoots back, yeah.
And he's not going to get Concordia.
Yeah, because I don't think a boost to the right gets you in on CC close enough either, to the ship right.
No, not at all.
So I think
you just like 15 boost off the table.
I mean, the great thing is if you do go all in on the SSV, you'll still strip the focus, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh. It has to be its front arc facing you.
Oh, that's right. Pull that up again and look at it.
Oh, he did. Woo. Wow. Brendan's got balls.
I think that gets him range 1 of Stacey.
I think he did get in range 1 there. Well done, Brandon. And with marksmanship active, he could push a crit through on Leighton here. I mean, on Stacey here. So
he's been super hot dice for that.
Well, he's due.
He's
got 4, and he's got the target lock from last turn, so he's trying to wreck him. That's a pretty. Oof. When you spend the target lock, do you just re-roll everything? Nope.
Nope.
Wow. He's not spending the target? Did he forget?
Maybe. Oh.
I don't think we were allowed to say that though.
No, that's coaching, but that's fine. It's too late now anyway.
This is a fucking Jank Tank tournament. I don't give a shit. I just want to see blood.
You're the boss.
Now, unfortunately for Brandon, Brandon forgot he had the target lock. He does get half points, but he did not put one of those crits under the shields, which is probably going to cost him here. Now that he's taken 2 shots here.
Well, he's got Concordia against Stacey, so he at least has that benefit there.
Oh, he's reversing and going to spend the target lock. Now, so we go back to my original question. Do you spend the lock on everything, or okay, just the blank? All right. I don't think Sean. I think Sean should keep his defensive role, to be honest. But
oh, he got it anyway. But he gets to keep the force now.
I wonder if Sean maybe rolled so fast that I don't know. Anyway,
whatever.
Still half points. So it's 101 to 57, and now Old T is going to take some serious shots. Now CC does. Well, Leighton will fire first. That's true. Who does?
I do, but I have ATP on mine, or APT.
There you go. All right, so CC back. CC does have the target lock, so
you reroll both of them here.
I would, but he did not. So that's a pretty good roll. Of course, he'll get the auto evade.
Doesn't need it.
And who needs it?
Seems good.
Just roll natties. The secret to X-Wing, everybody. Just roll natties.
The Duncan Howard School of X-Wing.
I thought that was funny. All right, homing missile.
Wait, what?
Do you homing missile Stacey?
I think you try to strip the focus from the SSV, to be honest. But I'm not a very good X-Wing player, so He is going to homing missile.
Good job, Rick. Good job.
I mean,
if you're CC, do you just roll dice here with the cloud there?
I mean,
Nope. Sean was like, no thank you. And took the damage. All right.
a scale of 1 to nah.
The thing that I don't like about that is, oh, well, that's a pretty good roll for Old Tarok there. Wow. That's a nice
Beautiful.
turnaround.
That's not a good roll for Old Tarok. That's the roll Old Tarok wants to see somebody else
Right.
roll.
No, it's good for Old Tarok because that's not where T wants to be at all.
Just roll enough.
Just roll natties. So that's a pretty good turnaround. Okay, so we move on to the next turn here. It still is it's 100 points, 101 to 57. And,
Old Tarok has a chance now to just really lay some hurt into Wolf.
he has to, right? He's got to go after Wolf now, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a way to get at Stacey at all.
So...
And Lenton could probably just... Oh... Does Lenton move first or second?
Leighton moves first. So what I'm thinking is Leighton should probably do about a 2 forward because there is a chance CC would do like a 2 sloop here, right? And you don't want CC to get away with that if you can avoid it. The real question is, what does Old Tarok do to get a good shot on Wolf? Because Wolf can't do a hard turn here without ending up on a rock.
Straight focus barrel roll.
2 straight focus barrel roll.
Or barrel roll focus.
So do you think Wolf can fit a 1 bank? Because I think so.
Yeah,
no.
That's close.
I think
Medium bases fit everywhere except there.
No, I think a 1 bank fits easily, and I wouldn't be.
Robot gut says no.
Okay, you've already admitted that top down throws you for a loop, so I'm not listening to Brobot guy.
I would gamble on it right now. It's close enough that I think it might be there.
Well, actually, I'm thinking about it this way because if you are Brandon, you want him to 1 bank, right? Because you want to have that front arc on you. So, is that really what Sean should do?
Sean should 2 bank.
2 bank.
Is it 2 bank blue?
Yep.
Okay. And then jam Old T? Oh, no, you won't be close enough to jam Old T because you have to move first.
No, you'll jam yourself, which also might turn into actually if you're far enough forward, it might turn into a barrel roll.
You jam Stacey because she's going to do a 2 sloop.
Right.
You don't waste the jam anywhere.
No, you don't want to have
where
Stacey give up her target lock.
Oh, that's a fair point. Stacey does have a target lock still on Leighton.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Wolf has force. He's okay.
The SSV, you just either 4K or 1 forward, right? Let's start there.
1 forward.
I think a 1 forward is fine because you're going to have a range 1 butt shot on Leighton.
The 4K seems good too, though.
Yeah, I don't think anybody with Leighton is going to be there for the next turn if you 4K, and that rock, sort of here in the center then is kind of blocking you from turning towards Old T. So, you're probably still kind of hosed even if you 1 forward, but I want to try to take Leighton down if I'm Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does Stacey just bank right?
Bank to the right. No, because if you bank right, you hit Old Tarok.
1 hard's on the cloud. Yeah, I think that 2 sloop to the left is probably...
you could 5K and be pretty safe, right?
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
But I don't think it gives you a shot on Leighton. It might.
I think, the only reason I like the 5K over the 2 sloop is it makes it much less likely that Leighton will have a shot on you if you 5K. And you don't want to be homing missiled again.
No.
Right?
You don't need to give up free damage.
Exactly. But I think as sloop, he's absolutely, Leighton will 100% have a shot on you. So, that's kind of my thinking as I. it's anyone's game at this point. It really depends on what Old Terok can do, and if Brandon can put those 2 remaining ships he's got in positions where they're not going to take literally any damage. Right? So...
I like the 2 bank right out of Old T.
2 bank to the right. Okay.
Shipwright, because Stacey won't be there.
Yeah, I mean, it will make it harder, I think, to end up with Arc wherever Wolf is, though, than just a 2 forward and a barrel roll. But I don't hate it. Well, I don't know. A 2 bank right might put you basically facing the board edge, and then I don't know how you get Arc on Wolf. I think the safer play is a 2 forward and just
barrel roll right.
Barrel roll, yeah. Either, yeah, ship right.
Is perfect because there's no way. The only way to get there is if Wolf's 2 bank is ridiculously farther than we think it is, and then he barrel rolls. But because Stacey can't, Stacey has to move, and the 2 straight puts you where Stacey is.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, Stacey could 1 hard, and I think a 1 hard might put you in a position to barrel roll into a bump on Old Terok, and that might be the right call here.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Or it gives you her backside to just get chewed up.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the right call. I think a 5K for CC is a much better play, but we will see soon. Someday all the dials will be down.
Someday we'll have infinite knowledge.
Yes. And then we'll be able to tell these players how they all made the worst choices out of all the choices available to them.
Oh no, they've already made better choices than I do, so we're good.
Fun fact, I'm ordering food right now, and the water is sold out.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right.
Well,
So CC is checking. Yep, okay.
So.
There's the 2 forward.
So I don't think that 1 hard barrel roll blocks.
It may not. And you definitely don't want to end up just giving your butt to Old T. So like I said, I'd still go with the 5K.
Oh.
And it looks like Brandon is expecting the 5K.
Yes.
And Leighton will be strained.
Restrained a lot?
Yeah.
Like gas clouds, I cannot lie. Well, at least his front end gone.
There's the 1 forward for the TPV. You know, the good thing about the bank is Leighton is definitely not at range 1, but of course now he's going to have 1 fewer defense dice and no mod, so...
It's fine.
Shrug?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's only
fine.
2 dice.
We're all fine here.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh. And see, that's why I would have liked the 2 forward better. Because CC's just got a free shot at Leighton now.
Now it's not fine.
Yeah, it's not fine at all.
And we're on the wrong side of the gas cloud to get any benefit out of it.
Yep.
Okay, 3
Wow.
banks, stay stressed.
3 bank. Interesting. But he will jam Old T. Nope, no, he's not close enough. He jams himself.
Not range. He's got to jam himself.
Maybe
So-
he was thinking he wasn't going to get an action anyway because of the jam, so might as well.
Right.
But
But man, that just makes it... I mean, Old T doesn't have to move now.
Yeah, Old T is just like, sweet, I'll focus, and then 1 hard next turn.
Yep. I mean, do you focus or do you target lock?
Or do you barrel roll?
No, do you focus or target lock? The only
Focus.
shot you're taking is
You
one that
barrel
goes...
roll focus to give you bullseye.
So,
And
target lock?
target lock. That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah. I definitely stay where I am because I don't want to take a shot if I can avoid it. So
Yeah.
And you're not going to get 7. You're not going to get 7 damage into PS kill him.
I agree with Brandon's move there. I really
I
worry
would
about...
think-
Oh, Snapple! So definitely a crit going through. He keeps the target lock. So hit crit. I don't think that takes him to half points. No, it does because he's got the hull, right? Hull upgrade.
Blinded pilot.
Or he has a force.
So these guys are typically 3-6, right? So that's half points on Wolf?
Yep.
All right.
8.
All right, so it's now tied 101 to 101 until Leighton
that
gets wrecked here. Yeah, this is brutal. So range 1 with a target lock and a force. I mean, if he gets lucky here, Leighton's off the board.
I mean, even if he doesn't, he has the follow-up shot. Oh, yikes.
Yeah, that's not great.
Spend
So-
knock on both.
Yeah, just reroll 1.
Both.
He rerolls both, but ends up with the same result. Keeps the force.
Well, not the same because he got to keep the force.
Oh my god! Only loses a shield.
Nutties.
All right, and then he has a good chance to just jump out of this. All he needs is the.
Me 5k from there?
So range 2, 2 versus 3. Slight advantage with the focus token to the arc here.
Focus crit, spend the focus, and it's going to be triple blanks. It's going to be ugly.
It's
Well,
great roll.
halfway there.
Average roll here, yeah, I was going to say average roll here is an evade, so that will be half points on Leighton. So for a brief moment in time, Brandon was tied. But now it is 121 to 101 with 3 more turns. Of course, kind of going, in Brandon's favor here is old T now can do a lot of bad things.
Wolf's gonna. God, does he bank right or does he bank left?
I think Wolf banks right towards Leighton to take him off the board.
Okay, so
Bank
Wolf
right
banks right.
towards Leighton, which also gets you to put that jam on old Tarok to
Yep.
get his target lock on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You hard 2 with old T just to chase after Wolf. Put pressure there.
1.
No, hard 1 works. He's not stressed. I'm so used to things being stressed.
I mean, you're gonna be actionless one way or the other. So I wonder if you 2 Talon.
Not going to be actionless.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna
you are.
actionless.
You're gonna be fucking jammed.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your
You have a
target
target
lock on
lock
Wolf.
too.
You still
Oh,
get
that's
his
fair.
action.
That's fair.
So you shed the target lock. He took it as a preemptive. So the next round he gets his focus no matter what.
Yeah, I don't
would've
think-
just taken the focus to spend it.
I don't think Brandon was taking the target lock as sort of a preemptive, but I do think he kept the target lock as a preemptive. So yeah, that's fair. So you lose the target lock, you take the focus. All right.
Leighton 3K here. Do the shorter one to force Stacey. Hopefully in.
Well, Leighton
I don't know.
does get to move first, so I wonder if he just. I don't think you want to 3 hard because I don't think you can block Wolf.
No, you can't block Wolf from there. Not unless you have a 5 hard boost barrel roll.
I mean, and I could see CC doing a 2 sloop now. So I don't know.
He's going to 1 bank or 1 hard left.
I mean, you could 1 hard with Leighton and then barrel roll to the left and pray that you're out of Wolf's arc when he 1 banks, but I don't think you would be.
Or you 1 bank focus?
Yeah, 1 bank focus is probably the safest play because I mean you're not going to take a shot from the Squad 7 veteran. That guy's got a 4K now or 2 hard towards the left to come around behind old Tarok, which probably is what I would do.
Yep.
Yeah, he's out of this fight for a while.
Yeah, so it's really can old Tarok, man, because if he loses, if Brandon loses Leighton, then he's down 141 to 101, and that means he has to kill Wolf and not lose half points on old Tarok. So it's going to be imperative for Sean to get shots on old T, whatever those shots are. And to me that means that probably CC should think about a sloop here. And if Brandon sees that coming, he could, get in the way with Leighton.
The only option she has for a sloop, I think, is toward the top of the board.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why that I like that 3K.
I still think Leighton should 5K.
3K, shorter.
I mean, I'm not sure I like. I mean, the 5K. I mean, you're extending range, but you still don't have mods when Wolf shoots you and rerolls with the Wolf ability. So I'm not sure I like it without a token.
It's about the homing missile on Sacy. Sacy has to call that you're K.
Yeah, but if you're not alive to fire it, it doesn't matter.
That homing missile is only good if he survives Wolf's shot.
So in order for Sacy to turn, in order for Sacy to kill Leighton, then he has to turn his back to old Tarok and give Tarok a chance to fall in.
I'm not worried about CC killing Leighton. Let me be more clear. Wolf is going to one bank. Wolf is going to throw dice. Wolf has a reroll and a focus. So you want to have a token if you're Leighton. You don't want a 5K or 3K because I think Wolf will have a primary shot on you.
If Wolf is alive.
Wolf is going to be alive. He's got 5 hull. If Wolf were down to 3 hull, then you do whatever the fuck you want with Leighton. But I just don't think, even with marksmanship, I don't think Brandon can guarantee that Wolf is going to be no longer appearing in this game.
Okay.
All right, so there's the 5K. Brandon agrees with you.
Dice will be Vindication. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, 1 bank left. Interesting. I wonder if he's worried that old T might come after.
Why is he focusing on not picking the? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't like the 1 bank there at all, but looks like Sean is starting to run away.
He's got an edge. Get out of dodge. Not take bad shots if you don't have to.
I mean the thing I don't like.
Boost here.
Yeah, totally. The thing I don't like about that is he's actually not ahead. If he leaves Wolf alone, old Tarok will take Wolf off the board and Brandon will be in the lead. So, I mean, I think at this point with CC, just barrel roll behind the.
No,
boost. Yeah, boost because you don't want to take the homing missile.
That homing missile will eat you even if you barrel roll, unless you barrel roll boost. Yeah, that's range 3 right there.
Yeah, it probably is. It's pretty close. Okay, he has chosen to spend a force, so he's definitely going to do a repositioning. And I was going to say, you just boost to the right so you can come in behind old T next turn.
Because old T is going to commit to Wolf.
Yep. Yeah, Wolf is the win condition for Brandon. Because Wolf is the most expensive piece on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right 1 bank, kind of like we expected. Jams old Tarok.
Old T should lose his target lock right now.
Yep. There it goes.
There we go.
Should also lose then the jam.
Correct. I'm sure they'll get around to that at some point.
I mean, they knew enough to take the target lock off, so they know that it probably should be gone.
Did he take an action?
1 hard, then the barrel roll focus.
I mean, I don't know that he's taken an action, but he's probably debating whether to take the target lock on old Tarok or
Leighton.
And his win condition is damaging old Tarok, so I think you target lock old Tarok.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think you focus. No, the focus goes away. Just kidding.
Blinded pilot too.
Oh yeah, so actually on offense he can't really do anything, so the focus is purely defensive. That's a tough decision. Though he does have the force, right? He can spend the force on offense.
Yeah, but
Blinded pilot?
you have the force. You have the force for defense too, with only one defensive die.
Yeah, so maybe you target lock old Tarok anyway, since you can spend that force. What'd you say, Rick?
Fix the blinded.
What about blinded?
Fix it.
Yeah, you could fix the blinded.
Oh, because you can't really spend the target lock.
No, he can't spend the target lock. It's true.
Yep, that's what he did. I have his player window open.
Yep, and it's gone. Okay, and now we see what old T did. 1 or 2 hard. Yep, there's the 1 hard. And now...
barrel roll to get marksmanship?
Yeah, I think you barrel roll also to get out of arc, right? Focus barrel roll?
Focus, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You stay there to kind of tease.
Because you're... Yeah, exactly. Because you're not going to get the benefit of being... Yeah, there you go. And roll backwards. Yep, to try to get out of the front arc. So I like that move a lot from Brandon.
Put some hurt into Wolf real quick.
Yep. So 4 dice with the potential of lots of crits is probably your only chance to get Wolf off the board. Oof. Brutal.
And then that happens.
Well, he's going to get at least 1 crit through, so that's good. And that's a blank, so... Crit chain.
Oh. Hull breach into... No, fuel leak into hull breach?
No, panic pilot.
Panic. Seems good.
Yeah, not terrible. He needs to draw the next crit, too. Here we go. Structural damage. Well,
ooh, seems better.
Yeah. He needed to spawn the the token, so. Alright, so now of course Wolf does get a chance to take Leighton off the board. And it is range 2. Oof, this is not going to be
3v3.
And he does have the force for offense here. Alright, so Leighton survives with 1 evade. All he needs is 1 evade. Target lock does nothing. Oh no, the wolf power does nothing. There's the evade he needed. Leighton is still alive. Alright, we'll move to turn 11. Yeah, no shot for Leighton. Sorry, man. Now, the good thing now for Brandon is Leighton can get in and block Wolf. I'm not sure what old T does here, given that he's got to do a blue. So, what do you do if you're old T, guys?
1 hard to the right.
1 hard to the right. Keep the stress. Don't worry about it.
I mean, won't you bump Wolf if he just does a 1 forward?
Yeah. But you don't really have any other choice, because nothing else gets you arc.
I mean, I don't really want to bump Wolf with, CC Tin coming in behind me.
And 2 rounds to go.
Yeah, so...
And your other option is 3 straight.
Yeah. I mean, I think... I mean,
what
it's just...
What about the 2 bank up and try and get out of that arc?
Well, I
get
think
up on the other side of Wolf so you're at least not getting shot.
I mean, I think Wolf is going to, probably want to use his butt arc. He's not going to get an action no matter what. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Wolf do something like a 2 hard. So he can get that, extra die out of the butt. I don't think there's anything old T can necessarily do with, with that knowledge, but...
I honestly I don't know if I like the 2 bank or the 3 straight from Leighton better.
I think I like the 3 bank. I think I like the 3 bank towards us, towards the bottom. Because if Wolf does do something crazy like a 2 hard, you have a chance to draw the fire at the very least. I mean, old T has to kill Wolf in the next 2 turns. So I don't think he can afford to just 3 forward. But But I also worry again, like, is CC just going to come in and put that half damage on Old Terok, and then you're doomed, right? So you want to have Leighton having a shot on CC.
But Stacey's only move to get into this fight right now is the one hard right boost.
Right.
So I like the 2 bank right out of Old T, boost to the right, try to get out of Wolf's arc, stay out of getting shots from Wolf so you can come back around hard the next turn.
Yeah.
It clears your stress a bit.
Yeah, it gives you space,
puts you
between
in the
you
spot
and CC.
where you're not going to bump. Yep.
Yeah.
You're not worried about blocking Wolf if you can get Leighton
So
in a good spot.
now we get to.
Spot.
I think we're gonna get to see Old T's dial. It is the
bank
2
right.
bank. You called it, Bobby. Now this does mean that if, well, no. Our friend Wolf does have no actions even if he clears his stress here. So
He's doing nothing. He's stuck.
so Leighton does a 1 bank.
Just to get in the way.
Yeah, just get in the way.
That 2 hard from Wolf to the right looks really good here for him.
Yeah, it's what I would do. Because now that you've got the charge active, you want to throw an extra die out of your butt. Especially with
you're never going to have an action again in this
Exactly.
game because with 2 rounds left, you have 2 stress tokens. You're pretty much toast.
And you have to kill either Leighton or Old Terok. I mean, right now, you are in the lead. So, killing Leighton puts that lead somewhat further out of reach. It would be 141 to 101. So then the only win condition is finishing off Wolf at that point. So
Now, taking an action for Leighton, it looks like he's considering moving his target lock. Do you just focus here?
Nah, you
focus.
Yeah, you want to threaten Leighton if Leighton comes around. You want to make Leighton, or you want CC to have to,
Be worried about that?
Exactly. Do something about it potentially too, which means not firing at Old Terok. Wolf could bank left here, but that oh wow, okay.
And that should get a block on Old
That'll
T.
get a block on Old Terok, yep. And unfortunately for Wolf though, I think Leighton has a range 1 shot on him.
Which is good.
Which is good, though he is going to jam one of these guys. I think you jam Leighton for sure.
Because Old T's doing a 2 bank.
I think you take your target lock off of Stacey to avoid the homing missile.
I guess. Doesn't look like he's made it. Oh, yep. Okay, he took the focus off.
He wants to stay alive. He doesn't want to give up the points.
I mean, Stacey can't die, right? And yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to, give that range 1 shot here.
1 hard out of Stacey.
Yep, and probably a bank to the right if it fits. That's pretty
bank
close.
Right. And I don't think do you spend your force here to get the full double modded shot on Old T?
I don't think you need to. He does.
Spend it so you can take your focus action and have that full double modded shot on Old T at what's probably going to be range 2.
Yep.
And Old T is going to be naked, so he's in trouble.
Yep. Brutal.
That's why I like the 2 bank. That's why I wanted the 3 straight or the 1 hard. Oh.
Well, I don't think you could safely dial in a 1 hard, so it was sort of Sophie's choice here.
Yeah.
So no shot for Old T, no shot for Wolf, but there is a shot for CC here. So 3 versus 3, and CC's double modded. So this is bad news for Old Terok.
No, just roll natty.
Oh, sorry.
Or do you go for the Leighton kill, prevent that shot onto Wolf, and preserve some more points?
I think you hit Old T. You guarantee your win if you get half points on Old T. The game's over.
Yeah.
That's not how you do that, though.
No, that's not helpful at all.
Well, we also don't know who he's firing at because they didn't declare.
Firing at a 3 agility ship with
Oof!
weapons.
Hey, I've been told authoritatively that wait, how did 1 turn into a crit?
They fixed that.
Okay. They need to just use the focus button. Oh, I guess they can't because they didn't have a focus token. Oh, wait.
Intimidation.
He did fire. Oh, right, intimidation. Yes. Okay. That's
natties.
kind of okay for old Tarok. He only loses one hole. Just roll natties.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now the question is, since CC has no mods, do you just roll a regular attack? I couldn't see if that was
Yeah.
range 3 or 2.
Where did it go?
Range 2, 2 versus 2. I think you roll natty dice, right?
I think you roll because you've got a mod on him. You've got it. You've got the target
Oh,
lock. Oh,
Oh
I
no.
don't need it.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, the crit goes
Oh.
through.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh. Well, he doesn't care. It's just a
No,
fuel
we're
leak.
fine.
That doesn't swing anything.
Wasted
Wow.
crit.
Wow, 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 wow.
That could have been a lot more fun.
I mean, this is, you know,
Stabilizer.
if Brandon now pulls this out, you know, this is another argument for the SS, you know, the Squad 7 veteran is just too far out of this fight. You know.
Yeah, he's irrelevant at this point.
All right, we are to the final round. And holy moly. So it feels to me like Wolf has to 2 hard here. Probably.
Yes, correct.
No, he can one straight.
He could 1 straight. Yeah, I guess that's okay.
2 hard to the right. 2 hard to the right, and then you jam Leighton.
I think you one straight and you still jam Leighton.
Ooh, man. I don't think there's...
It
I mean,
removes the K turn option from Leighton because he'll give up his all of his mods.
Do you... Oh, man. Did they not reduce the hull on CC?
No, they're
No.
not.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So, God, that's a. I mean, one straight puts Old T in a bad place because if he one hards right, he doesn't have arc.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a short bank turn. The 2 bank's going to bump. The 2 straight puts him in a bad place, possibly out of arc,
Yeah.
with Stacy 10 racing in on him. Leighton's
Yeah.
2 hard right looks bad. Yeah, Wolf one straight seems like the winner right there.
Yeah, because you get your... I mean, you're not going to... Well, I guess you do get your action. Because he did clear the stress last turn.
Or do you just 2 Talon with Old T to the left and say, fuck it, I'm going to take a shot at Stacey and we'll gamble?
Yeah, that's probably Brandon's best shot, to be honest, is to get
3K
Stacey off the
with
table.
Leighton and 3K with Leighton, take a shot at Wolf?
No.
I mean, you...
I like.
Or do you get the hell out of Dodge with Leighton completely and just 3 bank left and get as far
I don't
away from
know.
Wolf as you can?
I mean, the win
Right.
condition for Brandon is still
Kill Wolf?
kill Wolf. If he could kill Stacey, that's fine, but he's, you know, the problem is he's got to take no damage on either of his ships.
The 2
So-
Talon out of Old T, I think, gets him...
I think...
Yeah, I don't know if it gets him out of Wolf's arc.
I don't think so. I think Leighton...
I like that 1 straight from Wolf now because if it doesn't take you off the table,
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
there's
You're good there.
nothing Old Turok can do about it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. And that's why I say I think Old T's only chance here is to 2 Talon and pray he can kill Leighton.
I don't think the 2 Talon would clear the 1 straight.
Oh, absolutely. Go to the left.
Oh.
The other way, to take the shot at Stacey.
Hodor.
And I don't know. I kind of think with Leighton, you just go fast and try to bump or block whatever CC's going to do. Okay, well,
Yep. the
you
3K.
guessed it, Bobby. He's going to try to kill Wolf.
Or Stacey if Stacey goes past him.
Yeah, that's true. Still not his win condition, but oof,
Ooh,
that's a good.
SSV is going to get a shot.
Yeah, that's a good turn in. Won't have an action, but
Doesn't matter.
3 versus 3 with attack dice, or 3 versus 4. Oh my God, that was close.
Ooh.
Uh,
No, he's got miles ability.
you know, if old Tarok did Talon roll to the right, no, he'd
He's
be
in
in
a
trouble.
bad spot.
Oof, if Old T called this and does do a 2-bank, though, to the right, Wolf is dead.
True. And he has to take a jam himself. Not that
Yep.
it matters.
I mean,
well,
it matters.
He could have actually had an action.
Yeah, it matters. Because if Old T called this and does a 2-bank, he's going to have a focus and marksmanship. So, or maybe you just take the target lock with Old T at that point.
Depends on what Stacey did.
Yeah, for sure. And you'll know what Stacey did first anyway. Stacey did not check Old Tarok's move either. I don't know if that was
beyond range 1 would have had to spend the force. Wanted to save it for
Gotcha.
For use.
Yeah. True.
Maybe thinks she needs it for a barrel roller boost to get
Right.
where she wants to be.
Yep.
Or a lock focus on Old Tarok.
I wonder if Sean dialed in a 1-bank to the right and is now thinking about whether he should use Stacey's ability. He did. That is really good for... And he is going to spend it on his ability and go to the left. So Stacey won't have a shot.
Seems good.
That's...
Unless Old Tarok Talon rolled left.
Yes. True.
You boost right. Right? Yeah.
Do you boost right? You wait.
Yeah.
You don't. That's all you have. You have one action. So do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
you boost
I don't.
Right.
I don't think so. I think you just take a focus.
Okay.
You're not
'Cause-
getting shot by anybody unless Old T did the Talon roll,
Oh, if he 2 Talon rolled, Stacey's dead.
and that would be fine.
No,
Now
I
we're
mean at this
looking at-
point, I mean Wolf has to kill or has to put damage through though, right? Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, Brandon.
Oh!
And that's the ball game.
Oh, Brandon.
That's the best Rick move yet.
Oh. Wow.
YOLO.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, well, Old Tarok went from no damage to all the damage, and that's 178 points for Sean.
All right, Leighton's got a range 2 in here to try and get some points back that don't matter, because the game's all made up and the points don't matter anyway.
Yep. Yeah, the most he'll get here is 43 additional points, and he's not going to get it with that. So, wow. But Leighton does get the evade for the range 3 shot from the SSB. Oh, wow. Wow. Average roll. Evade is all he needs.
Automatically evaded.
Yep. And that, everybody, is game. So Sean wins 178 to 101. Let's go ahead and move into the player room and give them a chance to talk about the game.
It's going to be safe since I was inside the cloud there.
Hello.
Greetings.
Well, hello there, General Kenobi.
Hello, Rick Jr.
So, wow. What an ending. That game could have gone either way until poor old Tarok decided he was going to jam into hyperspace. So we were wondering what you were going to do there. We wondered if you'd called Wolf's Bank and did a 2-bank, or if you 2 Talon rolled to, put a shot
Wow, way to
on
leave me
Stacey.
behind.
So what was your thinking on what to do with Old T there, Brendan?
Well, I clearly still cannot judge distances in Vassal very well, as I messed that up
that's
a couple of times.
I can't either.
No, it just I was expecting Wolf to too hard in either direction, so
We were saying that the 1 forward probably was the best move for Wolf because then it makes it impossible for Old T really to get a shot. from our perspective. And, yeah, 2 hard's great, but if you guessed correctly with old T and you get Wolf off the board, that's game.
Yep.
We were surprised by the 1 bank, but it, ended up working out. When Stacey ended up where Stacey did, we were like, oh, wow, again, like as long as old T doesn't get hit by Wolf, that could be the game the other direction. But then old Tarok again pieced out. So, what were you guys' sort of overall takeaways of this matchup? Sean, let's start with you.
I was not looking forward to this one again, just from the number of ships and old Tarok. And so you notice when he started setting up his threes, I went the other side of the board, leaving myself some ways to get through the rocks and around. And I remembered some of my triggers this time, so I thought I was being clever there at the end with Stacey not bumping the 1 bank into Leighton. But if he had done something different with Tarok, that would have been potentially very dangerous. So I was just trying to get into a spot where he had to come to me and possibly split up forces. So it worked out. Our dice started off nice and hot, and they decided to go to bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, your green dice were pretty incredible at times throughout this game. We noticed. Yeah, you're right, Sean. Your red dice started out pretty hot, but then cooled off.
Yeah.
And that honestly, that probably kept the game even for most of it after getting that early damage through. What worried you most about Brandon's list?
Tarok, Leighton's almost impossible to hit. The little Z I wasn't too terribly worried about. When I remembered outmaneuver on the other Tensari Point veteran, that worried me a little bit, but it was mostly old Tarok because I knew he was going to be hard to corral. And so at the beginning of the game, when you saw me turn the SSV kind of towards that corner, I was hoping to get him into a spot where I could get a damage or 2 into him.
Right.
It just didn't quite work that way.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking on our end about how CC is kind of like a perfect counter to some extent to old T because CC doesn't have to take. It focuses.
Yeah.
Right? Stacey just wants to get a target lock and use the force against old T, and that's kind of old T's kryptonite. So, Brandon, was that sort of your feeling too, that you just had to make sure that you weren't trading shots at range 2 or even 1 with Stacey? What was your thinking there?
I mean, range 1's still not terrible, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to ever get old T stuck at range 2, and yeah, I don't know. I was more worried about Wolf in that one, just with the jams and how much damage he can put out. And,
yeah.
And then
and I tried to keep him cagey just because he becomes a target, and it sort of worked. I didn't get to use Wolf's charge until the very end, and it didn't do me any good.
Yeah, and then I misjudged that how far that 1 straight was gonna, or that 2 straight was gonna take Wolf, and he got the Tansari Point nuked, and I was hoping on that first round of combat I kind of got what I wanted there, and I tagged Wolf with 1 ion, but I was really hoping I was going to be able to get in behind him with the Tansari and take him for a walk.
Yeah, in fact, early on there, we were kind of surprised you banked with the TPV when it felt like a 2 forward would have made sure you had arc to continue to put pressure and arc on Wolf. It seemed like you were maybe expecting a different move from Wolf there.
Partly that, and again, not being able to judge distances right on here.
Gotcha.
And I was really hoping to use that advanced proton for Tarok, but when you got the range 1 sitting there with an ion cannon outmaneuver, little boy, I mean, you got to take it.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I mean, your game finally put to bed the idea that Vassal hates rerolls, because holy shit, the rerolls were kind of incredible throughout this game.
for a round or two, and then they went back to normal. I think Vassal had a glitch, so I don't think we can put that little conspiracy theory to bed yet.
I want to jump in here and comment. Brandon, looking at Lady Luck, your green dice were greater than 8 above 0, like positive 8. So that means like they're the best green dice I've ever seen in this chart.
Wow.
Is that they actually matched Sean's red dice in terms of departure from standard mean. And then both of you were around positive. Then Brandon, your attack dice were around positive 2, while Sean's defense dice were around positive 2. The bird
Which
is
is
ground.
Which is not bad for only rolling one die. Half the
Yeah.
time.
Right? Well, you know, it's funny because I've flown a lot of the Resistance Bomber with the Invincible list. I've flown, you know, the bases here and there, and honestly, those green dice seem to do okay for me. So I don't understand that. You get the aces with the 2 or 3 dice, not so much, but.
Yep. I mean, the secret is you only roll one die. There's less that variance can screw you.
Yep.
Yeah, just ask Vince with his AP5 in our last game where he was rolling one die and couldn't hit a wall.
Yep. Any last thoughts you guys want to share about the game before we call it an evening of a stream?
You know, for the first time playing Brandon, this was fun. It was a good way to kind of get our inaugural match in, and it was a lot closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good one. It was nice and back and forth, and the dice really made things interesting too, as well as the maneuvers, etc. So the way this ran out, Sean, you have an outside chance at the top 4, but you need to root for Daryl, Patrick, and Brian and Tommy to just basically grind each other to dust. So you want those games to be basically like 20-30.
Oh God! So we've got Patrick and Daniel. This is going to be the battle of whose dice melts faster.
Yeah, it's true. And Daniel's already basically a lock for the top 4 now. Brandon, I think you were the one player who could really. Daryl probably could still jump ahead of Daniel, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
in
then
that
we need to convince Daniel to throw the game to Patrick.
don't say that on stream.
Collusion. I hear collusion again.
I would never suggest such a thing to Daniel or Patrick.
If Daryl gets like a 200-0 victory over Langland, then he's looking at a top 4. Otherwise, our top 4 is he's looking at guaranteed. Otherwise, it's basically winner of Patrick Daniel. Actually, no, Daniel beats Sean even if Daniel loses. Too bad.
Yeah, I mean my MOV.
Right,
hasn't been
that's what I'm saying.
So
Daniel is basically a lock, even if he loses. So it's really, Daryl needs to lose, and Patrick needs to not just like own face. So
that one you guys definitely should stream because
we'll be streaming tomorrow night's game and Thursday's game, so we've got some good ones coming up.
So
Actually,
will Vassal
Patrick-
break?
Let's hope not. So last thoughts for you, Brendan?
Yeah, no, that was a fun game.
Cool.
I was worried about this list. It's punchy, and that's always a problem with lots of ships with not much health and lots of green dice. So
Yeah, and not a lot of natty attack dice either.
yeah,
2 versus 1 looks good, but when you've got to also worry about a Jedi floating around in an X-wing.
Yeah, but it took 6 games, but I finally got a homing missile off.
Yes, you did. Well, it took 6 games, and I finally got intimidation on Wolf to work.
There you go. Cool. Well, thanks guys for an entertaining game. Thank you to Bobby for jumping in with Rick and I. I actually was talking to myself for the first 10 minutes of you guys setting up because I had myself muted, and then Rick jumped in and said, "Are we streaming?" And I was like, "Oh, damn it." That was some good content, but it's all blank now. So yeah, we'll be back to
ether.
Yeah, lost in the ether. So we'll be back tomorrow night to stream. I think tomorrow night's is Tommy and let's see, who's Tommy playing?
Somebody.
Tommy is playing.
Is it Patrick?
Brian.
No, Brian.
No,
okay.
he's playing Brian Webb.
Right. Tommy versus Brian, and Brian has an outside chance at jumping into the top 4 if he wrecks Tommy. Tommy's MOV is garbage, so I don't think Tommy has a chance at the top 4 no matter what he does. So, in other words, Sean, root for Tommy.
There you go.
There you go. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Thanks everybody, and see you next time.
Wait.
Oh,
Before
sorry.
we do that, just for my own knowledge and edification, do you have a timeline consideration for when you'd post my replay?
I have no idea. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Next week.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that you passed me the stuff, but I have no idea when I'm going to sit down and just record it. So.
So, it looks like it wasn't super close, Rick, but was it a fairly close game?
No, basically on turn 1, I decided to turn my entire list to Joust Zizor, and Wolf did not see that happening, and basically flew Zizor into range 1 of everything, and it just got ugly.
So what I'm hearing is we could probably consign that recording to the dustbin of history.
We could.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I always am willing to watch it, but yeah, it wasn't necessarily close.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Tune in then for another fun jank game. Bye, everybody.